future and the troubled finances of Michigan cities, towns, and schools.
Our focus today is on Prop 1, the Emergency Financial Manager Law. We are joined today by Michigan Treasurer Andy Dillon and also by Nick Shimataro, representing the American Federation of State, County Municipal Employees, Michigan AFSCME. Thank you very much for being here, the both of you.
Thank you.
Mr. Treasurer, we'll start with you. Why do you think it's very important for people to vote yes on Prop 1?
Because the law is working. We are in the process right now of transitioning out of the city of Ecorse. And remarkably, when I came in, I inherited Pontiac under emergency, and we will be exiting Pontiac early next year. So the law is working. The alternative is bankruptcy. If you look at the city of Vallejo, California, it took them over 4 years to exit bankruptcy. They spent millions of dollars on lawyers and consultants, and the outcomes are harsh under bankruptcy. In that case, the retirees lost 85% of the retiree health care benefits. So the outcome oftentimes is worse under a bankruptcy, and the law is working, so I advocate a strong yes vote for Proposal 1.
But Nick, I understand that you're concerned, and some other organizations are concerned, with the power that's taken away from the people. Is that a big reason?
Well, respectfully, I'd have to disagree with my good friend Andy. The fact of the matter is that this new law, PA4, is an extreme version of sort of the old law on steroids, and it gives an individual appointed official complete control, not only over financial matters, but over any matters.
All right, and let me jump on that. You're saying that this is a law, yes vote, will get the people in place who will make those tough decisions.
Right, and they can't unilaterally make these decisions. If they want to modify temporarily a contract, they have to get permission from Treasury. And I would much rather have a manager that shows up in the city every day making those decisions. And in their contracts, they have to meet with the electeds. They have to meet with the locals. The alternative is a bankruptcy judge who will never set foot in that community and will not have to feel the consequences of the decisions that they make. So in this case, there is a check and a balance. The manager reports to the governor and needs the consent of Treasury to modify temporarily an agreement.
But Nick,
and that's our concern, that the reality is that the manager is responsible only to the governor and only to the treasurer, not responsible to the people of that community. Isn't required.
Who's the bankruptcy judge accountable to?
I'm not suggesting that bankruptcy is the better solution. I'm not even suggesting bankruptcy is the right solution. The right solution.
End up happening.
I don't agree. The right solution, and the only solution.
There's now 3 in California that are in bankruptcy.
I didn't interrupt you. The only solution that ultimately is productive and will work well is if the state of Michigan and the local units of government and all of the stakeholders, workers, citizens, elected officials, the state of Michigan, cooperate and work together to get the job done.
Nothing's stopping them from doing that now. It's when they go too far and it's too far gone that's when it happens. It's a last resort. Why aren't they doing it today? If they want to avoid that, then they should fix the problem today.
We should fix the problem today.
Exactly.
And generally speaking, when the stakeholders are brought together, and the state should be involved in the leadership of bringing the stakeholders together, we'll have an opportunity to craft a solution that is specific to that community, that allows people in that community to have a say, and that goes beyond just the financial issues, but all of the issues, and the manager simply has too much power.
Mr. Treasurer, I think a lot of people are concerned that sometimes the local leaders aren't making the decisions they need to.
We just had 3 local units enter PA4. The Highland Park School District, Muskegon Heights School District, and Allen Park. And those problems have been known for years, and those communities didn't come together with all the constituents to work it out.
One of those communities,
they've had their chances. They've had years.
One of those communities fell into problems because of changes in state law. And
Which one?
To suggest
Which
that
one?
the state doesn't have the ability to make the decisions for itself sometimes. Sometimes it makes mistakes, all governments do, but shouldn't be in a position where it makes decisions for every single unit of government.
Over 99% of our local units are fine, and they're not an emergency. It's only those select few that won't solve their own problems, and it's either going to be bankruptcy or it's going to be something working together with the state.
But dozens of them are on the list of potentially being taken over by the state under this law.
That's an exaggeration.
Either way, we need to get our communities turned around, and it's up to the voters now to decide how we're going to do that. Andy Dillon, Nick Shimataro, thank you very much for being here, talking Prop 1 with us. And if you'd like to find out more information on the other ballot initiatives before you head to the polls, head over to our website, WLNS.com, and click on the Vote 2012 tab at the top of the page.
All right, thanks, Evan. Well, Fred's up next with sports. He's talking about MSU women's basketball team opening up the season tonight. Their injury